Meet the Speakmans, an ordinary family leading not quite ordinary lives. Nik and Eva.
Fantastic!
Daughter Olivia.
Morning, world!
And baby Hunter. They live at Stobley Hall, a 16th century manor house said to be haunted. The Speakmans have made a success of their lives in both financial and personal terms. Now they teach the secret of that success to others. In unconventional ways.
You don't amount to anything.
Absolutely everybody and anybody can change.
Nik and Eva Speakman are life coaches who make extraordinary claims.
Nik and I can just completely change people's lives. That's what we're here for.
We followed a number of people with life problems, phobias and addictions
I don't want it.
to see if the weird and wonderful Speakman treatment would work.
Demons were leaping out of my body.
To be Speakman means you know exactly where you're going with a big smile on your face using the right terminology, and it's like, world, I'm here.
Coming up, pop star and actress Kim Marsh has suffered from paralysing panic attacks for nearly a decade. Will the Speakmans be able to unearth the root of her problems and coach her back to a stress-free life?
It's just the noise, mostly, and the glass coming through.
Belinda doesn't recognise who she is anymore after years of battling an addiction to sugar.
People think that big people or fat people are weak, that they are out of control and they can't control what they're eating. And I suppose it's true, really, in my case.
But what will it take to change her binging lifestyle?
Children in your family are the most important. But are you letting them down?
Clients coming to Stobley Hall range from school teachers to celebrities,
It's Nadia. I'm here for my appointment.
with problems as diverse as overeating, binge drinking and bizarre phobias. Some are sceptical. After all, isn't life coaching just one of those American self-help fads entirely unregulated? Anyone who wants to can become a life coach.
Is there a logic to why I'm choosing particular places?
Yes.
There is.
Completely.
Seriously.
But Nik and Eva say with a bit of help, anyone can change for the better if they put their minds to it.
Dreams can come true, and anybody's dreams can come true. It's admitting to yourself first that this is my dream, and today, that dream is becoming a reality.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. You've just got to have the desire to do it.
I feel quite upset now.
It's for the greater good, though, go on.
Some of the methods that we are going to use today are going to be really bizarre. Some are going to make you cry, some are going to make you laugh, some are going to make you feel absolutely awful.
What right have Eva and I got to do that to you? No right.
But everything that we use, the techniques we use, have all been tried before, they've all been tested and they've all worked.
Tried and tested by the Speakmans may be, but in these programmes we'll be allowed to judge for ourselves.
How does it feel fairy?
Isn't that strange?
How did you do that?
Early morning at Stobley Hall and the first client of the day arrives.
Hi, it's Kim, I'm here for my appointment.
Kim Marsh had 2 top 10 singles with pop sensations Hearsay selling millions of records before becoming an actress on stage and TV. But Kim's calm, composed and confident performance often belies the paralysing fear of sudden and terrifying panic attacks. It's a condition that affects her personal life as much as it does her professional work.
It's very scary because you're kind of aware that you're in the middle of a panic attack in front of 2,500 people or whatever it is. The last thing you want to do is to collapse in a heap on the floor. I am frightened of letting people down, I'm frightened of letting myself down. I want to go out there and show people what I can do, and sometimes I can't do that because I'm desperately trying to control, you know, myself and not have panic attacks.
The Speakmans will have a short time to undo a decade of suffering. They start by dancing round the kitchen with Olivia, Hunter and Nanny Janet. Not a technique shared by other life coaches, but everything in the Speakman world has its ordained purpose.
To see someone and be more effective with them, we've got to be in a peak state of mind. Before we see anyone, we spend 5 minutes dancing about and so on and getting into that state of mind. So our mind is totally clear and we've just got one objective, and that's helping the person that's out in front of us.
According to the severity of Kim's attacks, this may be the first of several trips to Stobley Hall. So firstly, Nik and Eva need to explore Kim's problem with an initial consultation.
So do you want to tell us why you've come to see us today?
Okay, I have suffered with panic attacks for 9 years. I started to have panic attacks after the birth of my second child, so I was about 21 at the time. And they just, you know, at times can rule my life completely. It affects what I do day to day. There have been times where it's happened to me when I've been performing. I have them when I drive. And they can happen any time, really. I can just be sitting watching television and the next thing you know, kind of, you know.
Explain what a panic attack is, as descriptive as you can, how it feels.
I feel like I can't breathe, and so I start to take more breaths and then I hyperventilate.
Continuous note-taking of key events and emotive memories will form the basis of a personally tailored treatment later on.
And my feeling when it happens to me is that I'm actually going to die. That's what I think when it's happening. And it really is like one of the scariest things I've ever encountered. I don't like getting on the motorway or the A roads, so if I can, I avoid them, because to me, you know, if anything happens, I can't get off. An A road, there's nowhere to stop. Where are you going to stop? And then after that, it went from not only driving, but then it was like if I went walking anywhere into a shop or something, you start avoiding everything. You know, now I realise that I can't avoid those situations because it's not the supermarket or the car or the road or, you know, the people that I was speaking to at the time. It's me, and I can't avoid me.
It's very often that people come to see us for a particular thing, as in Kim's case, it was panic attacks, and they've no idea how these start. You know, she said that I can just be sat there watching the TV and have a panic attack. Well, things like that don't happen. You know, for you to react in any way at all, there is a trigger.
Coming up, recalling a bereavement that has a tragic consequence.
It's the most hideous thing ever to think about.
Watch the watch as the Speakman magic starts.
Whoosh! Blink. Blink, blink, blink. Come on.
Face to face with a sugar addiction.
The whole package is just wrong. This shouldn't be here.
And the crushing realities of how it's affecting Belinda's life. And Mum shows Olivia how early morning power breathing invigorates both heart and mind.
Basically, all I'm doing is giving my body the juice of life, and the juice of life is oxygen. So my body wakes up in the morning and it thinks, yay! Take me and give me some more of that oxygen, because it's just like fab.